On a more personal note, I'm just curious, your relationships, and I'm just kind of, I just want to get your opinion, and maybe for all the single guys out there. I mean, what do you look for? You're obviously in a relationship at the moment, and I guess what do you think is a sign of a good relationship?
You know what? For me, what I looked for was, or what I wanted to call in was someone who knows themselves and been doing the work on themselves, someone that was grounded, um, someone who knew what they want. And but also, I think it's really important for anyone single, is that, like, you're already a whole person. So often people might be looking for someone to complete them. No, you're already complete. So do your thing, and you'll meet someone else who's as complete, so that when you come together, you can amplify and grow together, but also grow on your own as well. Never stop growing on your own, so that when you come together, you amplify that. So again, it's always the journey starts within, especially that the journey of love and relationships. It starts with the relationship to yourself, because every relationship is ultimately a mirror back to you. And reflecting back to the triggers will reflect the unhealed parts of yourself. And there's always that, whatever relationship you're in, there will always be triggers. But for me,
sorry, what were you going to say?
For me personally, I'll share with you before, like, I couldn't get out of this cycle of I could never get past 3 months for about 8 years. Yeah. I couldn't get past 3 months, and either the guy would disappear or I'd be ghosted. Just didn't work out. And I was like, what is it with these, I can never attract someone who I can really emotionally deeply connect with. They're always emotionally unavailable. But you know what, it was reflecting back to me that I wasn't ready to be vulnerable. I had a massive wall up, a barrier. I had an armor up, which was, I'd had in place from a young age. I had to gotta be strong and don't show your feelings. And so when I made that realization to myself and healed those parts of myself, then actually I attracted my partner, which has been longer than 3 months. We've just been over 4 years.
Oh wow.
So I had to look within myself. I had to look within myself and go, okay, what do I need to heal within myself? Because this is, again, is a blessing. Even the heartbreaks, it was like, okay, there's a lesson here. What is this trying to tell me?
Yeah.
I eventually got the lesson. It took me a while.
Okay. Oh, thanks for sharing that. That's really cool.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I guess the only reason I'll ask, I mean, I'm single at the moment, and I'm trying to, I guess maybe much like yourself, having those short-term stints. And now I'm 30 years old now, and now I'm looking maybe to settle down a little bit more, and I'm really trying to, I guess, I've spoken to another person on the podcast, and they said you need to write down what you want to find, what you want to attract. And I'm like, all right, cool. And now, I really want to attract the right person. And I think as a male, I think I put a lot of emphasis on the physical, but I need to push. I need to maybe what's in the soul. I need to see what's going on in the soul. And because yeah, I want to grow, definitely grow. I want someone that I can grow together and who's on the same level as me as well. So, and that's something maybe that I'm putting out in the universe now, and hopefully I can something good will happen for me. So yeah, so
Yeah, no, thanks for sharing that as well. It's always not great to hear it from the male perspective as well. And I think I also did the writing down, and what I did was the values. This was a game changer for me, was writing down the values, and
okay.
also going, okay, what values do I want in this relationship, and am I demonstrating those values? So if I'm looking for someone who's emotionally open, am I? Or someone trustworthy, reliable, and on the path of growth? Like, I had to sort of reflect that back. Well, am I demonstrating that? And I got really clear on the values, some really specific stuff as well, and yeah, and it did manifest. But I have to say, the values I put down, sort of what would his values be? What would his, like, the values of the relationship and his values, and am I also demonstrating those values? And just getting really clear on that, and sometimes looking past the physicality, because physical is important, of course, there's got to be attraction, but it's a soul connection. So yeah, it's a feeling.
Do you think the physical? Hey, but in all seriousness though, guys, I'm bringing multiple options to the table. That's right, multiple options. And if you're on one of these, you're going to see a card in the top right to watch the full episode of this clip. But if you're on one of these guys, a laptop or a PC or something of the kind, then you're going to see a thumbnail that's going to come up right about now. So why don't you watch the full episode? Click on that. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends and family. And lastly, sending you peace and strength. Let's go.